publicity is what matters for these celebrities. They don't care what sort of effect it leaves on the people who tends to follow them. Good afternoon to the judges and my fellow participants and the audience. Today, I am here to debate on the topic that celebrities make for a poor role model. And now, I would like to say that today, print media is so advanced that we could follow these celebrities everywhere and anywhere through LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and there are so many other places. And so they have thousands of followers. So it is not wrong to say that these celebrities are a role model. But they leave a good impact or a bad impact. That is a big question, and for that we are debating. I don't think so they have a good effect, because a role model is someone who inspires others to follow their good habits. And what these celebrities are doing, they are influencing today's youth to do drugs, drink, drive faster, and this is what we think cool today. We tend to follow them. We tend to copy their hairstyles, their lifestyles, their dressing styles and everything. We are forgetting our traditions. We are forgetting what we should do. I don't think so. They should be followed. There were people who were saying that they have reached this level because of their hard work. But only a handful of the people are there in the film industry and in other industries who have reached that level because of their hard work. Most of them are there because of their relatives or their parents. Example I would like to say of Alia Bhatt. Alia Bhatt is there, but she has a 0 IQ, just like her figure. Because you must be remembering, she forgot the name of the president or the prime minister in an interview. Or Anushka Sharma, who wrote the wrong spelling of APJ Abdul Kalam. Can you people imagine? How can you follow them? But girls, what are they doing today? They are following them. They are following their 0 figures. They stop accepting their real body. I don't think so. We should do this. And I would like to say that there are so many people who... What we people should do, we should create a role models who teach us good qualities, not the people who are showing us the fake sides. There is a difference between a real side and a real side. And what we are copying their real sides. That is that the movies they are acting in. There was a murder mystery which was based on Drishyam style. And the murderer told the police that he performed the murder from, learned the tricks and tactics from the movie Drishyam. That is, he murdered a builder and buried him with his motorcycle on the outskirts of Delhi. What is it doing? What our youth is doing? We should not do that. Why are we copying the things that they are doing in the movies? Why are we copying them? A role model teaches us the good qualities, not the things that they are doing in the movies. They talk about women empowerment. Women empowerment is we see any woman empowerment when the girls are dancing on the songs like Munni Badnaam Hui or Fevicol. I don't see any women empowerment happening there. Why are we copying them? We should have role models who are good, like not the celebrities who are wearing short clothes, showing skin on the TV screens because they are being paid. We are imitating them and we are getting nothing. We are just spoiling our futures by imitating them. We are copying their dressing styles, lifestyles, their hairstyles and everything. When our mother said, apply kajal, we said, sorry mom, it's old fashioned. But when we saw the new iconic ads or everything, we tend to apply them because it's in fashion, it's in trend. Sorry my friends, this is not what a role model teaches us. So I would like to conclude that we should have a role model who is of not because of his facial expressions or body. We should have a role model because of his attributes and good qualities. Thank you.
Everybody dies, but not everybody lives. A very warm and pleasant good afternoon to one and all present here, Honorable Chairperson Sir, Honorable jury members, and all my dear friends. It was very pleasant to hear the arguments of my co-participants. With due respect to their opinion, I would like to present my point of view, which would deviate you from what they have said. The one and the first question which arises is, to whom do we call a celebrity? Okay, someone who is famous, right? Someone who is well known. But I think celebrity is that person who is the master of his own art. For me, a celebrity is that person whose life we celebrate. Not only when he's alive, but even after his death. We worship them as our gods. We treat them as deities, sages. Take example of Rajnikant and Amitabh Bachchan. We made the temples for them. Take the example of Mahatma Gandhi. We have his image printed on a rupee note. Can't he a good role model? Oh, he's famous. Maybe not, right? Celebrities. You're blaming the celebrities, but let me tell you, celebrities are the persons who forces us to question ourselves, who am I? And who am I becoming? It's not that if they're famous, that doesn't mean they can't act how they like. Whatever they do is always right doesn't mean that's why they're called celebrity. It's not compulsory. Whatever they do should always be right. Everyone is talking about present scenario. Let me take you the past. Let's move to our Hindu mythology. We have many examples in it. First example. Whom do we call a good role model? Goddess Lakshmi or Parvati? I think many of you, if you answer Goddess Lakshmi, right? Money? Right. Why not Parvati? For me, she is. You know why? Because she is the only goddess who questions her husband. Because she is the only goddess who sits next to her husband as the other that sits in the feet of Brahma. See, I'm not questioning someone's belief. I'm just showing the different perspective of a single idea. Take the example of Arjun and Eklavya. Who is a good role model? Arjun? Right. Why? Because he was made famous. Why not Eklavya? He does not sacrifice only his thumb, his plans, his ambitions, his dreams. For that on the demand of a guru Dakshina by his teacher. Take the example of Duryodhan and Yudhishthir. Who's a good role model? Yudhishthir. Why? Because he was known as Dharmaraj. He's made famous. But do you know one thing? He was worshipped in South. It's just that the value, the morals, it changes from place to place and time to time. Is somewhere written that a person who follows these instructions or these, that person should be called a celebrity, otherwise not. I don't think so. Let's come to the contemporary world. You're speaking about Salman Khan, Alia Bhatt, and whatever else. But let me ask you, for me, they're not celebrities. For me, that soldier who dies on the border, don't you think that should be called a celebrity or a good role model? Who dies in that war, who just left his family behind crying for the sake of our country, for the happiness of a life, for this smile was sitting here. I think that soldier should be deserved to be said a good role model. You're forgetting them. For these I'll speak lines. शुहे सरहद मुझे जाने दे गुल बदल तेरी मांग से जाने की फुर्सत कहाँ आबरूए वतन आज खतरे में है पर इन्हें यहाँ बैठ लड़ने से फुर्सत कहाँ As Chanakya has said, पंडिते चा गुनाह सर्वे मूर्खे देशहि केवलम तस्मत् मूर्खभ्यम हि तवश्यते. It means a wise person has all good qualities in him, but a fool has only faults. Therefore, a single wise person is better than 1,000 faults. I must say, who can be celebrity? The all who are speaking for, they all can be celebrity. You can, but the condition is, if you have good deeds in your character and you can do something for the betterment of society, then I must say, everyone sitting here can be a celebrity. At last, I'll conclude by 2 lines for the celebrities, whether they're good or bad as you are blaming them, but for all the celebrities. शिद्दत से निभाना अपना किरदार जिंदगी में कि पर्दा गिरने के बाद भी तालियां बजती रहें. That's all. Thank you.
Twerking. Not the best start to a debate maybe, But 2014, an album releases of a certain Miley Cyrus, and now twerking is a thing. According to the opinion of F8, that is a new low for humanity. But whom are we to blame? She was a celebrity. She was made a celebrity by people, by us, and thus has that command, that influence over the people that follow her. IF8 would be speaking in opinion of the house that yes, celebrities do make poor role models. More so because celebrities in the age of today are constructed by the media. Media has a certain and a very great impact on the audience. Now though, yes, it uses that impact very efficiently, but then again, you have to make news or put people in news that sells. Hence the fight for TRPs. People, the society, the celebrities are a reflection of what people want as celebrities or what they want to watch as celebrities. The sheer fact that we know an upcoming album of Honey Singh and not what Kalams saw of India in 2020 reflects how our mindset works as individuals today. Celebrities are ones who are famous. Role models are ones you look up to and you want to imitate. The matter of the debate is that is it okay to juxtapose that layer of role models over that layer of celebrities? Celebrities today have the influence over people such that people follow them blindly. They may be inspired by the rags to riches story, but the actions that they follow are the ones they do after becoming a celebrity. Certain celebrities, for example, personal names have been taken and remarks have been forwarded. I'll refrain from that. But then again, celebrities use their image to sell themselves, more so as a product. And since the opposition mentioned, why are we restricting celebrities to movie stars or athletes or sports persons? I for once personally may agree, but then again, if stereotypes do exist, they exist for a reason. Movie stars, sports persons are the ones that are most followed. Millions of followers across the globe which take into account each and every minute detail of that celebrity. Certain speakers of opposition also said that role models, we should not consider the fact that how they are in their personal life. For me, a role model should be one I would like to follow at each and every level. I would care less if he/she appraises or speaks for the empowerment of women in an interview. I would more so follow that celebrity if he/she goes to a house and treats the women of her family or the women around as equal and thus actually believes in women empowerment. This whole facade of portraying an image to sell yourself, to get accepted in the people so that you're famous has to be done with, ended once and for all. Celebrity should exist and should be ones which we can be proud of. Yes, there do exist good celebrities and bad celebrities per se, but then again, most of them, the ones who are blindly followed, are the ones who are reflected of the mindset of the society. Now, I would like to end my speech saying, let's create an 8th day of the week where we look up to people who fight on borders, not only those who fight in border, the movie. Thank you so much. Let there be light.
I now call upon tag number A8.
Good afternoon to the chair, the honorable judges and the audience. I shall be speaker A8 and I shall be speaking against the motion. Now, to begin with, I'd like to apologize to the audience given that my side has essentially kept repeating the rules. And honestly, quite like a king's sixth wife, I know what is expected of me, but I don't really know how to quite do it differently. Now, to begin with the concept of celebrities being poor role models, it sounds a lot like what a colorblind person would probably see when they look at a color palette, in that it would be partially informed but most likely wrong. And there have been countless examples of the same throughout history. Allow me to begin with a famous celebrity called Carl Sagan. He's a celebrated astrophysicist, an author. He's written a movie. And later in his life, he was the host of a TV show called Cosmos, which he used as a medium to explain to its audience the wonders of the universe. There's a very famous story about Carl Sagan having met a young 17-year-old boy at a bus stop who tells Sagan about his own interest in astrophysics, and Carl Sagan encourages him to pursue astrophysics. This boy's name was Neil deGrasse Tyson. You may know him today as a celebrated author, an astrophysicist, the director of the Hayden Planetarium, perhaps the current host of the Cosmos TV show. And Neil deGrasse Tyson's story is not unique among the thousands of us who have been inspired by celebrities to pursue that which we dream to achieve and to have achieved it. Now, celebrities by default in our world that seek to convince us that they are completely meritocracies must have a skill, and to last beyond a fading fad and to remain consistently in the limelight, they must be exceptionally skilled at that skill. Which is why celebrities today represent excellence and not fashion choices like the opposition will convince you repeatedly. It is not simply members of the entertainment industry who are our icons. My generation and 90s kids, we will tell you our icons are Malala Yousafzai, the world's youngest Nobel Peace Prize winner, or maybe Kayla Moeller, a young doctor who was working with Doctors Without Borders in Syria before she got captured by ISIS. Or like one of my peers said very well, Stephen Hawking, who is an amazingly intelligent human being who has overcome disability. And icons are not something new or unique to our generation simply because we are closer to them because of our media. They have existed over time. So you might be familiar with the Beatles or APJ Abdul Kalam or Indira Gandhi or Albert Einstein as your icons. And in your brain, you immediately associate them with a profession because to you, they represent excellence in that profession. And this is why above all celebrities are excellent role models, because they show you what can be achieved and what human endeavor can lead to, and because they will inspire you as well to do something much like them, and at your worst you will try to emulate them, and at your best you will overcome the landmarks that they have set. This is the influence of a celebrity, not the hairstyle that they're sporting or the short dress like a few of my opposition mentioned that they chose to wear. Also, it has to be understood that above all, celebrities, in spite of their monoliths of achievements, are human. And even though the media, as ma'am may be very well aware, chooses to look into and scrutinize every detail of their lives, we have to forgive them a few flaws for the many greats that they bring to the world. Many of my opposition have mentioned the Kardashians as a terrible influence, but really, they're the best entrepreneurs that there are. They marketed themselves. Could you sell your life that well and get millions of people to watch it? I'd like to end with a quote by Carl Sagan. And he said that extraordinary claims need extraordinary evidence. And celebrities, ladies and gentlemen, are just that. They're human evidence of what can be achieved. And they should always be held to us as these beacons of what can be achieved and what we should hope to. Thank you.
Be sure, put your feet in the right place, then stay firm. Good afternoon, everyone. Today's the topic of debate is the opinion of the how celebrities can make for poor role model. I agree with this opinion and I am in favor. Firstly, I explain the two words of this topic, celebrities and role model. Role model are those persons who are inspire us, who are motivate us. They are not a perfect, they also do mistakes, but learn from them. Their way of working is unique, which make different among us. On the other hand,
Celebrities. Celebrities are those persons who are famous for their positive and negative works and also their controversies. We don't know the real face behind the real face of these celebrities. I would like to give some examples of those people who are celebrities but not role model, like Nirmal Baba, Radhima, who make business on the name of religion and play with the feelings of people and break their trust. And some famous personality like Raj Kundra, cricketer Sri San, who are found to be involved in match fixing, and some political leaders also like Mayawati, Lalu Prasad Yadav, who are corrupted politicians. Friends, they are also a celebrity but not a good role model for us. Let's talk to some film stars like Amir Khan, Salman Khan and Sanjay Dutt, our favorite actor. And most of the people follow them as a role model. But we all know the reality or real faces of these celebrities. Instead of taking against any action, we can follow them. We know that Salman Khan involved in hit and run case, Amir Khan speak about intolerance of India, and Sanjay Dutt involved in terrorist activity. But what can we do? We follow them as a role model. Wow, role model. Who are inspire us, who are motivate us by this way. And my opponents say that they are good role model for us. Even they are criminal, but we give most importance as our hero. Example, when actor Sanjay Dutt came after releasing from jail, he treated or highlighted as Sarabjit came back from Pakistan. Today's young generation are readily follow them or inspired by these celebrities in a negative way. You think that if celebrities can do anything such a big crime after he move freely in the society and he have not punished for them, so why cannot we do that things? Today's youngsters also follow their bad habits like drug addiction, smoking, drinking by watching their advertisement. And today's celebrities also advertise the harmful product because of sake of money and other things. And my opponents say that they are good role model for us, even they are not be able to think the harmfulness of product to other. I think, in my point of view, role model are those persons who are possess highly respectable characteristic, and they work for human welfare. They are brave like a Indian soldier who have no any recognition, who have no any fame, but they do their work for our country and devoted their work for our country. Like example, Hanumantu Thappa, and who fought in Bar and struck in ice. And another example of Pawan Kumar, JNU ex-student, who are pilot and lost his life in plane crash. But they are devoted his life for our nation. Friends, every coin has two faces. We can't ignore one and accept other. I agree with this point that some celebrities are do positive role or positive work for our society and human welfare, but it does not prove that they are good role model for us. Last but not least, don't be parrot in life. Be an eagle. Parrot only speak, don't fly high, but an eagle is silent and has willpower to touch the sky. Thank you.
Let us sacrifice our today so that our children can have better tomorrow. Here I am going to tell about a very famous personality who gave this a famous line. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He is a great scientist, he is a great president, he is a great passionate teacher. And he gives whole life to the nation. And he is such a great role model. Oh, sorry, I forgot it. In the opinion of House, celebrities can't make a good role model. Do you really think that Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam can't make a good role model? I want to ask my opponent. You all really think that they can't make a good role model? His work, his perseverance, his humility and his devotion to the nation has no importance in your life. And in the opinion of me, celebrities are more hard-working person than a normal person. They have much capability to perform a task. They are also human, and we should also consider what they did we can also do. And in the opinion of me, if we hate study, they are like our God. And they give us some suggestion to do something in our life. And we are also human. Then we should consider what they did we can also do. And I want to give here that one example, Sachin Tendulkar. He has not studied much more, but he gives his best in his field, has name and fame all over the world. He is known as Master Blaster or God of Cricket. God of Cricket. Such a very big compliment for him. By this, we can say that he has achieved everything in his life. Celebrities doesn't appear. They do their 100% to perform their part. By hook or by crook. Plenty of famous people can be a great role model for a young people or even adult. Using their fame and their popularity in a good way or for a good reason could change someone's life for a better. One example I want to give here that Oprah Winfrey. She was abused and she was sexually assaulted from a very young age. She was raped at 9 years of age, and while she was 14, she had fell pregnant. The baby died because of stress, although she didn't let it affect and determine her future. Her experience and story has inspired and helped people all over the world. So now she has her own talk show, and we can say that she is one of the most famous personality worldwide. And now we should also bring into our mind the name of Sri Narendra Modi ji, who has changed the face of politics in our country. And we should also remember the Mirza Bhanot, and who gave up her life just to save people and became immortal. And we should also bring the Mahatma Gandhi and Nelson Mandela, who both fought against racism and other people's life. Malala Yousafzai, Amitabh Bachchan, and Anand Kumar held Super 30 classes, and Smriti Irani. And there are so many uncountable names whom you, me, and all know very well. And salute their work hard and salute their hard work and their sacrifices. But if we oversee their incredible contribution, then we can say that they are poor role model. But in the opinion of me, they are not poor role model. If we think they are a poor role model, then it will be a matter of shame for us. At the last, I want to say that a positive thinker sees the invisible, feels the intangible, and achieve the impossible. So think positive and be positive. Thank you.
To do, what to speak, but still, whatever I want to say, I will say. From Miley Cyrus, from fashion icon to a fashion disaster. I don't think you are listening me, my friends. कोई बात नहीं यार, होता है, मैं भी पक चुका हूँ पर बोलना तो पड़ेगा. Okay, now start again. From Miley Cyrus, from a fashion icon to a fashion disaster, Asauddin Owaisi claimed that he cannot speak Bharat Mata ki Jai, and fortunately, he is living in India. 1700 crore rupees was the budget allotted to Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, and one person has flown away with 9,000 crore rupees. A very warm good afternoon to one and all present here, respected jury members, judges, and my new dear friends. Today, I'll be speaking straightly in favor of the motion that yes, celebs make poor role models. My worthy opponent, in fact, my worthy and talented opponent doesn't agree with me because सच कड़वा होता है मेरे भाइयों. From gadgets to apparel, यार ये बहुत नर्वसनेस का काम है यार. From gadgets to apparel, क्या हो रहा है यार, गलत बात है यार, ये होना नहीं चाहिए. ठीक है, दोबारा स्टार्ट करते हैं. अरे हंस लो यार, हंसने के लिए बोला है यार. So boring man. Okay, now next point. What was the previous point? Okay. First of all, I want to congratulate my worthy opponent for a great speech, but maybe they have forgotten that they are only considering the real life heroes, not the real life heroes. Let me tell you what is the difference between real life and real life heroes. This is the real life. This is the real life. So why are you considering real life and real life? Can't you see the difference between real life and real life? Okay, you say celebrities are the role model. Let me define you. I have this box. Oh, I can see smiling faces. I have this box, but you don't know what is there inside it. And that is the same thing which happens to you when you say celebrities are good role model, because you don't know what kind of person they are actually. And about whom my opponents are talking, who do not respect the laws, who says मेरी फैमिलियाँ सुरक्षित नहीं है, who drink and who's sorry. Okay, about whom you are talking, who make songs like Mundi Badnaam Hui, Sheila Ki Jawani, Chikni Chameli and misguiding the youth, or about who say मेरी फैमिलियाँ सुरक्षित नहीं है, or who do not react when a farmer dies, but respond or react immediately when a horse was beaten by an MLA. Is that kind of person you are talking about? And if you are talking about that, my friend, then just tell me answer. Name any 5 movies of Salman Khan. I know you all know that, but name any 5 soldiers who were killed during the attack of Pathankot. You don't know. And if you are still admiring them, then I would like to just say, one day you will only say, मैं बचाता रहा दीमकों से अपना घर, मैं बचाता रहा दीमकों से अपना घर, और चंद कुर्सी के कीड़े पूरा मुल्क खा गए. This is the only thing which you will going to say at the last of your life, or the last moments of your life. Okay, I tell you a very interesting fact. Today's celebrities follow this strategy. If you can't convince them, confuse them, and that's exactly what they are doing with you, and you are following them without any fear. And if you call them as role model, then just answer me, what would you call people like Swami Vivekananda, Rabindranath Tagore, Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhi, and many more? I think they are the true role model. And I want to share you with some famous lines, or my favorite lines. There is no talent, there is no hard work, there is only obsession, there is only obsession. Thank you.
This is going to be cheesy and like I'm trying to be Miss America, but the most important responsibility of a celebrity has to set an example and to be a role model. And the most important responsibility of an individual is to get inspired by only the qualities. I mention it again, my friends, the qualities that are possessed by them. Good morning to one and all present here, respected judges and all my dear friends. Today I will be speaking against the motion of the topic. Celebrities. Celebrities are the good role models. People like Albert Einstein, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, Sachin Tendulkar, and many more. Most of these people have changed the life in a very positive way. You take the good with the bad. Life will not shield your children from the horrors of the world. These are the people, good people, bad people in every profession known to men. Celebrities which make mistakes are no different from any other human being. Our children will make the mistakes the same we did. We learned, so will they. Take David Beckham, the boy from the East London, who obsessively practiced kicking a ball to the right spot, years before he had achieved the fame and the fortune. He showed people how to be happy, how to smile in the worst situation and handle the flame in the best moment. Also, Sudha Lakshmi Chandran, despite the amputation of her one leg, she had established herself as a in the film industry. Take the example of Oprah Winfrey, who dedicated her whole life in improving the other people's lives. Nawazuddin Siddiqui, who is an established actor who has been internationally praised, and the Priyanka Chopra, who is also internationally praised. The Lakshmi Shah, an Indian woman who survived an acid attack about 10 years ago, who has become the face in the India Sari Jela Diva. Manjhi, who
whose hammer worked from 1960 to 1982 in influencing the people. Well, I want to say that these are the stars who have marked up success and showed the young people that no matter what work in your life, the only way to win the prize is that to enter the game and never give up. The Olympics showed that the celebrities with the real talent behind the scenes before they became the household names. The athletes struggled with the lean back balances, years of struggling, and the grueling workouts. No one was there to applaud them, my friend, no one was there. But still, they stuck to their guns in the belief that one day, my friend, they will thrill the world on the biggest stage. This is obvious to say that these celebrities are the end product of the ingredients including talent, hard work, determination, perseverance, passion, etc., etc., etc. But still, it is sometimes argued that people can get fame because of their alluring and the luxurious lifestyles. However, I tend to believe that these achievements and attainments which people have made in their lives are the main catalyzer which have imparted the glamour in their personalities. Also, my fellow opponent who just discussed about only the bad aspects, he didn't knew that there are two sides of the coin. He has only discussed the one side. The other side, like if you want to take example, Salman Khan, who is now founder of a new charitable trust which is called the Being Human. Also, he talked about the item numbers. The audiences also naturally expect a stunning item girl in every movie to sizzle their TV screens. And also, he asked the question, he left with the question that why there is a need of role model. I want to answer it firmly that without the dedication, no one can create the path. Example is not the main thing in influencing people. It is the only thing. Thank you and have a nice day.
Present here. I'm here to present my views on in the favor of the topic, do celebrities make poor role models? Yes, I feel that celebrities aren't the people whom we should look up to as our role models. First of all, I would like to share an experience from my childhood which I have personally gone through. There was a show which used to air some like 7-8 years back, Hannah Montana, and Miley Cyrus was a celebrity there and she used to play the lead actor. As a kid of like 7th, 5th, 6th grade, she was my role model. I wanted to be like her. I used to imitate her when my mom wasn't around. I used to stand in front of the mirror, talk like her, walk like her. I wanted hair like her. I wanted clothes like her. As the time passed, this memory faded, but yeah, it stayed somewhere in my mind. Some days back, I heard this controversy about Miley in Video Music Awards, and I was so shocked to see her performance there. It is highly inappropriate for a celebrity like her to behave such indecently like public when she is like a role model or someone who people want to follow, especially the youngsters, the kids want to follow. If I have a baby girl at my home, I would definitely take it and I would make it my mission that she has enough self-worth to never need to act like that, and I believe she will have that, but not because of the celebrity she want to follow, but because of the people who are raising her parents, her family, her friends. Now coming back from international scenario to our very own Hindi film industry, there are very like role models whom we can follow, whom we can imitate. We don't have to go that far to take an example. Recently there was this big fuss about Sanjay Dutt being released from jail. As an informed citizen of India, I really failed to understand how can people celebrate the release of a person who was found guilty by the law and he was celebrated like a hero. His coming back, he was associated with terrorists, a crime which we see so heinous to society, and he was celebrated like hero because he did a few films and he was like an inspiration to youth. Kudos, like seriously. Now let's not talk about actors. Let's go to some other different field. Let's take up music. There is a long list of people whom we can follow even there. Many of my fellow friends have mentioned Honey Singh. I would go with the same. I have seen kids of 3 or 4 singing his songs, and I've heard them saying that I want to grow up and be like Honey Singh. Like this, seriously, the songs of him are like objectification of women is something like this we want to teach our children. I don't think so that we would want to go for something like that. If these are the kind of people our future generation wants to follow and become like them, I really feel sorry, and it really breaks my heart to even acknowledge this fact. We have talked about actors, we have talked about music, now let's go to sports. Sports is like something in India, sports is worshipped, especially cricket and all. Now, it is not hidden fact that many of the sports persons and athletes that we follow are indulged into unethical practices such as doping and drug intake. Now, a few days back I read in the newspaper about Maria Sharapova. She's such a big name in the field of tennis. I don't think, if I'm not wrong, most of the people who are pursuing tennis, or especially the female players, she is like a role model to them, and this is how she sets an example to all of them. She herself has agreed to the fact, and it is a shame to hear so. Now, if we keep aside all the apparent motivation and inspiration, there are 2 other major factors which also determine, even if we don't admit, lead to our expectations to be like them, which are money and fame. More than the qualities and habits of celebrities, these are the reasons which instigate the feeling of being like the people who are famous. They are not really offering us very much, apart from the chance to wish that we have the life like them and we have the money that we acquire. Thank you.
Yes, there are the humans on this earth. There have been the poor people whom we idolize and consider as a celebrity. In the Greek mythology, there was the Hercules who was the hero of the day. In many countries, there are kings and queens whom their subjects idolize and long to be just like them. In recent times, there are the people from sports, movie stars, TV stars, singers, whom our society idolize, and they have a great impact over the people. Celebrities like Deepika Padukone, Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift, APJ Abdul Kalam are but few examples. The idolization of celebrities can be the positive, as it provides young people to idolize someone or look up to them. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. Our tag number A11 is here to oppose the motion that, in the opinion of the House, celebrities can't make a good role model. I fail to understand why these highly talented, self-confident, efficient people deny to be the good role model. My worthy opponent raised the point that these people have a negative impact over the society. But I want to ask the question that why just because of a few people, we are targeting the entire category. Taking the recent, I'm not aware of the fact that a coin has 2 sides. Taking a recent example of Anupam Kher, looking at the behavior or attitude of the country, he imparted a feeling of nationalism and unity among the masses. Of course, there are oddballs. However, it is some of the big celebrities are genuine people who are very efficient and hardworking, and it is because of their hard work and dedication they got to this high position. The kind of a perseverance and the hope and the courage that they show to never give up even when they face with a failure are some of the admirable qualities in them. If this is not something to strive towards, then I don't know what it is. Taking an example of Oprah Winfrey, she was sexually abused at the age of 9, and even though she didn't even let it affect her career, she determined her own future. She is running her own TV talk show that is very popular, and now she is inspiration to the millions and millions of the people all over the world. Secondly, my dear friend said that these celebrities are more inclined towards the drugs and alcohol. But I'm failed to understand that I'm perplexed to understand that when these celebrities make millions and millions of charity to the poor people, then why not at that time they make a good image over the mind of the young people? The difference between the celebrity's mistake and our mistake is that when we commit a mistake, it is not a limelight, but when they do, it is a headline. Celebrities are also human, they can also commit a mistakes. And it is up to us that how rationally we are accepting to it. Taking an example that if a kid watches Justin Bieber and he idolizes him, then he knows that how Justin Bieber messed up his life just by getting into the drugs. So by looking at his life, he understood that this is not something I want to do in my life. So by looking at the celebrities, we get to know that how things can be turned out to be good or bad. Of course, it is not the job of a celebrities to be the role model. And I agree that it is just because of their job they are put into the limelight. And they should use all possible ways to help the society. But no person is perfect. Don't you think so that it is the job of a parent to sort out the good stuff out of the bad stuff? To explain to their kids that it is totally okay to be innocent, but it is completely not okay to get drunk and show off your body. In the end, I just want to say that celebrities motivate us by showing that how person can achieve everything in their life just by just determination and hard work, by just putting their motives into the practice, how world can be the better. In the end, I just want to conclude that focus on what's important, follow good advice and develop from negatives. Thank you.
खूब जमेगा रंग जब मिल बैठेंगे तीन यार, आप, मैं और बैकपाइपर 5000. Thank you Ajay Devgan for promoting alcohol. Thank you Ajay Devgan for being the role model for us. Good evening respected dignitaries, good afternoon respected dignitaries and my dear fellow friends. I, tag number F12 is standing here and do say this, yes, celebrities make bad role models. I accept, I agree Asaram is a role model. I agree that Salman Khan is a humanitarian. I agree SRK is the epitome of romance, has brought romance in the society. I agree Mr. Bachchan is a person who has been inspiring people since ages. Yes, I agree. But do you? Do you agree that these epitomes of wisdom are the people who have brought humanity in this country? Do you agree that these people have justified the acts of being role models? And if you say yes, then just answer me. My dear opponents, when you are going to come here, just answer me. Is Salman Khan, the founder of Being Human, actually being human by killing an endangered species? And when being accused for murdering people, said that payments are not made to sleep. Then Mr. Khan, I would love to say you that payments are even not made to drink and drive. And Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, when the name comes, girls start smiling. Is also a person who has been known for his passive smoking and chain smoking. Is also a person who has been banned to enter the Wankhede Stadium. Is a person who destroyed the goddess image of this country. Is a person who messed up a guard who was honestly doing his duty in Wankhede Stadium. Is a person who destroyed the image of the society. And I don't understand what has happened to Mr. Amir Khan. Mr. Amir Khan is stating that India is becoming intolerant. Mr. Amir Khan is saying that his wife doesn't feel safe in this country. Sir, just answer me that this is this country India because of whom you became a superstar. This is this country India because your career got hyped. Sir, you are a role model of millions of people and you're stating such a kind of a radical statement. Is this thing okay with you? But still I agree. Yes, still I agree that these role models teach us. Yes, these role model teachers. Mr. Ajay Devgan is busy teaching us how to get addicted with alcohol and Vimal Pan Bahar. Dane dane mein kesar ka swad. The kesar ka swad in alcohol is solely responsible to cause cancer. Mr. Tiger Woods, the man who has won n number of golf seasons, the man who has won n number of trophies, is a man who teaches how to handle 20 wives at a particular time without being caught. And Miss Maria Sharapova, a lady of hearts, the lady of tennis. Ma'am, thank you for teaching us how to win each and every competition by taking a drug and increasing stamina. But I'm not a fan, so I'm not here and I haven't taken any drug. and Mr. Vijay Mallya. Why can't I see any of the Kingfisher Airlines planes flying in the air? An absconder, a man who ran away with 9,000 crore rupees, a man who's taught us that how to fool people on the name of business. Sir, you were a role model to this high-class society. You were a role model people who wanted to do something in business. What you did, you defamed society. Wait, why am I forgetting the name of the most beloved, the most intelligent man on this society? Mr. Asaram Bapu, who said himself to be a follower of Dharma and Karma, and taught us how to rape someone on the name of religion, taught us how to kill someone to destroy the evidence, and when being caught said that I am impotent and incapable of doing sex. And Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav, the man who taught me that even men can eat fodder, even men are capable of eating fodder of 4.5 billion. Thank you, sir, for teaching us. Thank you, sir. We never knew that how capable our society are. But still, I say, still I'm worried. Still I'm worried because this part of this society is saying that the celebrities are our good role models. Why? Are they really good role models? Are they really teaching something? I am not a role model. I am not Salman Khan. I am not Shah Rukh Khan. Neither I am a superstar. But I determine a fanism. I determine a fanism. You determine a fanism because you are the people who never kill anyone. Because you are the people who never insult anyone. You are the people who never destroy the emotion of anyone. Therefore, celebrities can never ever be good role models. Celebrities are those people who, for the sake of some bucks, who, for the sake of some TRPs, who, for the sake of some money, can do anything and everything they want. And therefore I do say celebrity can never ever be a good role model. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
So my b-boys saw. From me, stuttering to I, to I would like to speak now. From me, to being a small boat in the ocean, sending big waves to the motion. This is my fight song. To my courage, I am Malala Yousafzai. To my struggle, I'm Karl Marx. To my work, I'm Vladimir Putin. To my stage flow, I'm Kanye West. To my stagecraft, I'm Beyonce Knowles. To my ethereal energy, I am Jim Carrey. Every time life gave me one, I gave a back, thrashing it twice, and then I rode, and then I sowed, and then I soared high. I'm an archer, searching for his target in the mirror, who's longing, who's being bleeding, tripping. Still, this is what my role models did to me. Now, who is a role model? Role model is a reformer who brings a change in the society, a quintessential source of change to live life in a more beautiful way. An embodiment of reason, epitome of morality, wisdom, and justice. Now, as my partner quoted that Maria Sharapova, she was involved in drugs. Sir, didn't see that every girl have a dreams, not only in Hyderabad. He could not quote Saina Nehwal, that every girl, when she comes out of her home to play badminton, she have a home, she have a dream in her eyes to be a Saina Nehwal. Every time a cricket player in Maharashtra, no, forget about Maharashtra, in India or in the world, picks up his bat, he have a photo of Mr. Sachin Tendulkar, the lord of cricket, in his kit. These are our role models. He talks about Asaram Bapu. Sir, do you forget about Baba Ramdev? This would be of no major surprise to me if that guy in next 5 years contributes to India's GDP the way he have been growing. That's a role model to me, from a guru to a businessman. Can everyone sing in their wildest fantasy? From being a yoga teacher to be a businessman who would in 5 years probably contribute to India's GDP? No. You ask me questions, sir. I would ask you, why would Akshay Kumar would do majority of his films on a patriotic theme? Why would Amitabh Bachchan, instead of making billions on the big movie screen do a small show Zindagi on a Star Plus channel? Why, sir? Why would Ranveer Singh? Now let's just say that he's quirky. I get it, he's quirky. And some of you might say that he get turned on by pepper spray. Still, sir, why would he do a condom ad? Because he realized India is the most populous, second most populous country in the world. Why would Mr. Anupam Kher blatantly yell on a Supreme Court judge? Because he's an active and concerned citizen of the society. But we, in all our cognitive senses, perceive celebrity as someone who, what he swears by, what colognes he swears by, what diet regime he follows. We know celebrity as they wake up in paparazzi, driving Maserati, partying in Ibiza. I'm like, really? In the 21st century, when science is taking over gods, you have this perception of them? They talk about Tiger Woods being scandalized, having some kind of sex scandal with 4 or 5 different women. I'm a professional player. I played golf on state level. His technique is one of the rarest and the most beautiful technique in the world. But stop right there. There is something more to that. He has been involved in a sex scandal with more than 5 different women. Fish and chips, butter and bread. Let's make a circus out of it. Right? This is who we are. Now, when I came here, my personal role model is Mr. Jim Carrey. When I came here, I was concerned. I was really concerned what to speak, what not to speak. So when I was concerned to be someone bigger than myself, but someone bigger than myself told me or made me realize that there's no one bigger than myself. My body is not contained within the limits of my soul. My soul is not contained within the limitness of my body. I'm a free citizen. On that unified field, I can do whatever I want. Just for the sake of entertainment, I can do whatever I want. My first name is Free, my last name is Dumb. I'm freedom, and that's what my celebrity taught me. Thank you, and have a nice day, everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. In concern of redundancy and everyone's time, I'll try to keep it short and try not to rap like the other guys here. Anyway, so let's take a very practical approach towards this topic. Most of who came here and gave examples of celebrities pertaining more to the entertainment industry. There's a reason for that, and the reason is most of the people who have role models, who really model the people, they are mostly teenagers. And for a teenager, a celebrity role model is very lucrative. It's just all over the newspaper and social media. They see them on TV. How many of you really knew about Neil deGrasse Tyson? A very few of you, right? So through your teenage, you grew up with these people, and this is why these celebrities, these people who are in the entertainment industry, and these people who are celebrities, they need to be responsible. Also, there is a very heavy level of abstraction. Like, there's an image that we can see. We don't know what the celebrity really is in real life. And it's very difficult, and we should not judge them. We should not, because we don't have the whole information. The entire content is not there with us. And that is one of the reasons I think that celebrities make for a poor role model. The other thing, as brought up by most of the people speaking for the motion, is that celebrities should be responsible. Now, as most of my opposition, brought up that, everyone is taking the example of people in the entertainment industry. Fine, I won't take anyone from the entertainment industry. Politicians, fine. Donald Trump, what is he doing? He's standing for presidential elections, wants all Muslims in his country to wear a tag. Really? You're just segregating one huge section of your society, claiming that that particular section of the society is terrorist, not directly, but yeah, indirectly. And Donald Trump, he may be a great businessman, but the problem with that person is, not only, I don't know if any teenagers model him, I don't know that, but I've seen a lot of people, he is leading, come on, he's leading the elections, and a lot of huge section of the society is over the 20 years of age. They follow him and they relate with his ideals. Is that the society you want to live in to the future? What's going to be next? You're going to raise your hand and be like, "Hi, Hitler." That is the question. That's how I want to conclude. Think about it. Thank you.